This place is serving as a dumping ground for textile waste in the name of second-hand clothing.
The world's unwanted fashion ends its journey here.
Every second, the equivalent of one garbage truck of textiles is burnt or sent to landfill. And while you're deciding between a $5 shirt or a $10 pair of jeans, the hidden cost of fast fashions are piling up. But what are we really paying for, and who's paying for the ultimate price? Stick around, because what you're about to learn might change the way we shop forever. Part 1. What is fast fashion? Fast fashion is the business of making clothes quickly, cheaply, and often poorly. To keep up with the ever-changing trends, companies like Zara, H&M, and Shein churn out thousands of new designs every week, encouraging us to buy, wear less, and throw away faster. But while your wardrobe might be expanding, the impact of fast fashion is devastating. Let's break it down. Fast fashion costs us 3 key areas: the environment, the people who make our clothes, and the waste it generates. Let's start with the environment.
A vast landfill site for textiles in the middle of the desert. The stench of chemical vapours hangs in the air. Freddie is a local man. He's outraged by these mountains of discarded clothes.
Part 2. Environmental impact. The fashion industry is the second largest consumer of water globally. It takes over 2,700 litres of water to make a single cotton t-shirt. That's enough for one person to drink for nearly 3 years. And it's not just the water. Synthetic fabrics like polyester, found in 60% of our clothes, are made from fossil fuels. Producing them emits 1.2 billion tonnes of CO2 annually, more than the emissions of all the international flights and maritime shipping combined. And then there's the dye. Chemicals from factories are dumped into rivers, poisoning local water supplies and ecosystem. Clothes may look colourful on the rack, but that colour often comes at a toxic cost. Part 3. Human cost. Behind the low prices of fast fashion are workers in developing countries, often women and children earning less than $3 a day in unsafe conditions. Do you remember the Rana Plaza disaster in 2013? Over 1,100 garment workers lost their lives when a poorly maintained factory collapsed in Bangladesh. And yet, almost a decade later, conditions remain largely the same. Workers continue to endure long hours, low wages and dangerous environments, all to keep the prices low and the profits high. When we pay $10 for a shirt, someone else is paying the rest, with their health, safety and dignity. Part 4. The waste crisis. What happens to these cheap clothes? On average, each of us throws away about 70 pounds of clothes every year. Most of it ends up in landfill, where synthetic fabrics can take up to 200 years to decompose. Even worse, when these fabrics break down, they shed microplastics, tiny fibres that make their way into the food chain, the water we drink, and even the air we breathe.
Final volume, are you ready?
Yes.
This team of international scientists working off the coast of Panama
We are exploring the unexplored.
is looking for something you'd think would be hard to find.
It's like, finding the needle in the haystack.
But in this case, the needle is microplastic and the ocean is drowning in it. An estimated 33 billion pounds of our plastic trash enters the oceans every year.
The good news, you don't have to participate in this cycle. Small changes can make a difference. Here's how. 1. Buy less, choose better. Invest in quality items that last. 2. Thrift or swap. Swap second-hand or trade clothes with friends. 3. Support ethical brands. Look for companies that prioritize sustainability and fair labor practices. 4. Repair and repurpose. Extend the life of your clothes by fixing and reusing them. 5. Demand change. Use your voice. Ask brands. Who made my clothes? Are they paid fairly? Are you sustainable? Every dollar you spend is a vote for the kind of world you'd like to live in. The true cost of fast fashion is more than we can afford to ignore, but by choosing differently, we can help create a world where fashion doesn't come at the expense of people or the planet. The next time you shop, ask yourself, what kind of future am I paying for? Subscribe for more sustainable insights. Share this video to spread the news.